Welcome to Thompson Adventures. We're going to do some maintenance on my 110. I got a leaky fork seal. We're going to take these off and get them rebuilt. Here's some things we're going to need. Fork seals, dust caps, O-rings, clips, copper washers for the body, bushings, fork seal driver, suspension cleaner, 15 weight oil instead of 10. 10 comes stock in it. Alright, so let's start breaking these screws loose with a 6mm Allen. There's one on each fork. Once you've loosened up the bottom screws, let's loosen up the top caps with a 17mm wrench. We're going to loosen up these bottom clamps, one on each side. Let's take this front axle out with a 14mm wrench and a 19mm wrench. Once you get the axle out, slide the wheel off and take the brake out. All that's left to do now is loosen the top clamp and slide the fork down. Alright, we got the fork out. We're going to take it over there on the bench and start taking it apart. First thing you're going to do is get your suspension clean, spray it on the towel, and clean it up good. So what you want to do, you want to put your fork in a vise, and we just wrapped an old inner tube around it to protect it. So now you want to remove your cap, but be careful, it's under spring pressure. So now you want to remove your spacer. There is a washer on top of your spring, and whenever you dump it out, it would come out. Do not forget to take it out of your oil pan.
So there's your washer. It goes on top of the spring. Oil looks pretty nasty.
Yeah. Something you need to know is the tighter coils go to the bottom. Put your fork back in the vise and take out the bottom bolt with your 6mm Allen.
Is it coming out, bud?
I don't know. Like, yeah, it looks like it.
Okay, hold up. So something else you can do is if that bolt just spins, you can put your spring back in and the spacer right here. And I am going to put pressure against that while he breaks the bolt loose. Or takes the bolt out.
Take your bottom bolt out, notice the copper washer on it, and we're gonna put a new one on there.
You can also remove your spacer and your spring. That was just to help keep pressure from everything spinning so the bolt would actually back itself out.
You would want to tip this down to remove the dampening rod and the bottomed out spring. I'm going to take this little screwdriver and pop the dust cap off.
Easy.
Now that your dust cap is out the way, take a pick and take the clip out.
Got it? It's just pretty rusty.
Yeah.
Pretty nasty in there.
Ew. Now that your clip is out, you should be able to slide this out. I'm taking the seal out with a tire tool. Make sure you don't damage your fork.
Need some help?
Yeah. I wanted to slide out earlier.
There it is. Okay, now down in here, you should have a washer. Here you go, bud.
Okay.
A bushing. That I can't get out.
Let me see, maybe I can get it out.
See if we can get this bushing out. We're gonna replace those.
That don't look too good.
Looks a little rough, don't it?
Yeah.
All right, you should also have a bottoming cone and everything in there. We're gonna take this thing out of the vise and flip it upside down.
Okay, at this point, we want to get everything good and clean for reassemble. Everything's washed and inspected. We have a new washer on the bolt. We have a new O-ring on the cap.
Yeah, we got a new bushing laid out. We got a little bit of grease on our dampening rod, some fork oil on this Teflon seal or ring. And we're gonna start installing some of this.
Our bottom spring or our dampening rod, we're going to go down there and put it on.
And put it in. Don't drop it. So you're gonna slide this in. Okay. Your tight cools go in first. All right. Then we're gonna go ahead and slide that in. Your spacer. Okay. Now I have to come down here and help line this up. Easy, buddy. Not so hard. Push it on in. All right. So now we got a little bit of grease here, don't we?
Yeah.
We made sure not to get grease in our threads. And we're gonna put the bottoming cone on. And that grease will help hold it.
Okay. Move our bushing and put it in place.
Okay. So I'm gonna get that. All right, so we got the bushing in. He's gonna lube this tube. Okay. All right, and then we're gonna slide this on. Slide it up in there, bud. Slide it on up on there. There you go. All right, now you're probably not lined up down there.
Probably, no, I'm not.
Okay, so.
Yeah, now I'm lined up.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can you put your bottom? Okay, actually, lay your bottom bolt down.
Okay.
Put a little Loctite on it.
This?
Yep. Okay, so he's got a little blue Loctite on the bottom bolt with the new copper washer. And we're threading it back in.
Get my ratchet. Whatever.
Hey, just take the Allen and just screw it in by hand for right now. Okay. We'll get final torque once it's all clamped back in the bike. I may have to put a little pressure here.
There, that's...
All right, that'd be tight enough for assembly. We'll do final torque once it's on the bike. Okay, so we pulled the spring out and the spacer, stood the fork back up straight. What you got now?
And then we're gonna put our washer in, and we're gonna put our seal in that we've lubed up.
All right, we'll go ahead. So he put his washer back down in there. It's all set nice and flush. Can you reach it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's something on this seal, is the open side goes down. All right, bud, slide that on down in there.
Okay.
All right, now is where we got to drive these in. Okay, so we got the seal started into the outer tube. We've got our Tusk universal seal driver on. I've got it zip tied to hold it nice and tight in case it's fixing to send it home. We put a little lube on these two halves, so maybe it'll slide nice and easy. We got our seal lubed up. Go ahead, Case, send it home. Alright, let's see where you're at. So slide this back up. I think we need to go a little bit farther. We're not completely down past the groove where your locking ring goes. So slide it back on. Let me see it.
That's probably good.
All right, now we are at the bottom of the groove, all the way around.
Yep.
And we'll be able to put our locking ring in. All right, so we got the seal drove in. Next thing to do is put the retaining clip in. This is kind of tough, so I'm gonna help Case out here by doing it for him. You just want to make sure it pops into the groove all the way around. Okay, now that that's in, I've got a little seal grease on our dust cap. We're gonna go ahead and slide that into place. It should just pop in like so. Okay, so now we're ready to start putting some oil in this fork. If it's 2019 or newer, it'd be 173 milliliters. For 18 and older, it's 179 milliliters. And this is older than an 18. It's a 16 model, so we're gonna go with 179 milliliters. We are doing 15 weight, mainly just to try to keep this thing from bottoming out so easy. OEM spec is 10 weight oil. If you're a full-blown adult riding it, you might go 20 weight or a little more, but we're just going to we're going to go just a hair bit thicker with 15 weight oil and see how it works out. Case likes to jump this thing and everything else, so we'll see if it'll help out a little bit. All right, buddy. Pour us out 179 milliliters. All right, let's see if we can pour it in there without dumping it. What you shaking so bad for?
It's hard to balance on the stool.
Try to get it all. All right, once he gets this poured in, we're gonna work it, the fork up and down, try to get all the air out of it. And we'll kind of let it settle for a minute, let all the bubbles, all the air bubbles come out of it, and we should be good to go.
Alright, so at this time you're going to put your spring in.
Tighter cools to the bottom.
Yep.
Get it in.
There. I'm going to put this in.
You gonna put your spacer in? No. Pull the spacer back out. Put your washer in. Yep. Drop it down in there. Okay.
Now spacer.
All right. Now your cap, buddy. Take your cap and dip your finger in that oil. Smear a little bit of oil around that O-ring. And then we will get this threaded in. We're just going to lift up on this.
Can't reach my finger down there in there far enough to get any oil on my finger.
Huh, this finger ain't long enough.
No.
Here you go. Smear a little on that O-ring. All right. Now, let's, I'm gonna pick up on this.
Okay.
Push your spacer down and screw your cap on. Stand up there, bud.
Okay.
Wrong way. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. You know this. You're gonna have to push down and turn. right, swap with me. You hold this, I'll take the cap. No, you gotta pick up on it. See if I can do this one-handed.
Maybe, maybe not. Like this is harder than trying to get the cap on.
Okay.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to do one-handed. All right, dude. Get your 17 millimeter wrench. Snug your cap on down. Why don't you use the boxed end?
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
There, that's better.
Yeah. Just get it snug. We'll torque it once it's on the bike. That's good. I can't hold it no more. That one torques 15 foot-pounds. One thing we can do now is we can go ahead and tighten this bottom one with the 6 millimeter Allen key, and it torques to 15 foot-pounds. All right, so we got the bottom tight and torqued. Okay, good job. We got the cap torqued. Other than that, this fork here is done. We put new O-ring on the cap, new seal, dust seal. We put a new copper washer on the bottom, and we went ahead and put a new bushing in these. This bike's a 2016. It's probably been rode pretty hard back before we got it, because it was in pretty rough shape when we first bought this bike. So I wanted to just go ahead and put new bushings and everything in it. But so that's one fork done. We're going to go ahead and do the second one. Of course, there's no sense in videoing it. Once we get them both done, we'll get them on the bike and see how it goes. Okay, so y'all seen us rebuild one of them. I don't know how good this video is or how well you can follow along. I thought Case did an awesome job. It's the first time ever removing the forks, changing seals, getting them all apart, getting them cleaned up. And one, if it helps any of y'all, that's great. But my main goal was to teach him. Show him that it wasn't that hard. Take your time, pay attention to the way things come apart, and it'll go back together really smooth, as long as you pay attention to what you're doing. And that's all I was trying to teach him. But if I missed anything, I mean, hit me in the comments, ask me. It's really a pretty easy project. The seals and stuff from Tusk are pretty cheap. I want to say it was like $23 for the set. The O-rings, the bushings, the little copper washers, that's all OEM parts ordered straight from Rocky Mountain. And none of it was very expensive. I mean, I had quite a bit less than, I want to say I had somewhere around 80 bucks. And that was cleaner, oil, the parts, everything we needed. Bike feels way better. I'm hoping it's not too stiff going to 15 weight oil. But he's fixing to get out riding around and see how he likes it. But if you did enjoy the video and you made it this far, if you don't care, like and subscribe. And, you know, maybe we can do some more kind of how-to videos. And we'll get better. I need to try to find a tripod or something, put the phone in. I kind of underestimated how much I was going to have to help. I thought I could just tell him. But some of that stuff is kind of tough to get apart. As far as torque specs go, your cap on top of the fork is 16 foot-pounds. The Allen head bolt in the bottom is 15 foot-pounds. Your top clamp is 24 foot-pounds. The bottom clamp for the forks is Actually, hang on, I think I got that wrong. Your top clamp is 16 foot-pounds, the bottom clamp is 24, and your axle is 44. And like I said, the bottom Allen head and the bottom of the fork is 15, and the chrome nut on top is 16. But other than that, it really is a pretty easy project. It's not bad at all. I do recommend going ahead and putting bushings in while you're at it. Might as well get the O-rings and stuff in case you cut one. But yeah, like I say, if y'all made it this far and you like the video, like, subscribe. How bad do you think it was, Case? Pretty smooth?
Yeah, it's actually pretty fun.
So yeah, we'll he's gonna get out riding around, and maybe we can do some more videos like this. But until next time, see y'all.